Almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, it's Walker Buehler.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Ready to go? Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Inside corner for a strike, and that's how this game gets started. And that one clips the corner. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McLain. This is again 5 in a row. Buehler in his 7th season, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings and misses, and the count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Late swing fouled off.
Strike him out.
Off the plate. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Lifted in the air, right center field. Rafaela moving under this one. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Here's the lineup for the Reds. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Jose Trevino.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
That one fouled off. McLain leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Buehler a look to first. And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back inside Fenway Park. And our pitcher tonight, Nick Lodolo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle it.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and it bangs off the monster. Around first, heading for 2, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension. and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Now it's the right fielder, Roman Anthony. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Out towards left center. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only one out.
Batting third.
Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox.
One
One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because guys are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
One out, runner at second. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. Right through there for a strike. One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. Swing and a foul out of play. Pitch misses. 1-2 the count.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
Caught him looking for the K.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Here's Story now. Late on that fastball.
No balls. 1 strike.
Red Sox already leading. Just missed. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Reds nothing. Back in Boston, and now it's Austin Hayes.
The designated hitter, Austin Hayes.
Walker Buehler will go back to work. Swings through that one.
0-1.
That's down and in. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no doubt double off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Gavin Lux. That one catches the zone. 0-1. And a curve misses outside. Swings through that one out in front that time. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Spencer Steer now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Close, but called a ball. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runner on at third, 1 gone. Good eye right there.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up. And that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. So 1 left for Cincinnati, and it remains 1-0. Back here at Fenway, we head to the bottom of the second. Now batting Jaron Duran. Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Just off the outside edge.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Here's a 1-1. And strike 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So up next, Cedar Rafaela. That one missed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 8th, third baseman, number 40.
Now the third baseman. Singh, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. In the air, left field. Lux gets under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back now at Fenway, on to the third inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Buehler back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And a 1-1. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. His 7th home run of the season. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's the third baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fouled off. He was late. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Rafaela makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
T.J. Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. Walked to open the ball game. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch is in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. That's the third. Throws to first in time.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman Matt McClain.
Matt McClain will hit next. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That one at the knees for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 1 for the Reds on the homer. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Sogard.
Second baseman, Nick Sogard.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And now 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Touches down. That's a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Still able to come through behind in the count right
Now
there.
batting,
That pretty much
the first
split the
baseman,
zone down the middle,
Romy
and those are the ones where you
Gonzalez.
got to make them pay.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. And here's the first baseman, Romy Gonzalez. Lodolo checks over to first, and he's back. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Sogard gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now
Wasting
batting,
no
the
time.
right
He's
fielder,
2 for 2
Roman
now on the night.
Anthony.
And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, they're starting with this already. Roman Anthony, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. Just
No, that's the ball.
missed. First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. There's a strike.
1-1.
That one in there across the letters.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
This one popped up. Infield fly called there.
Up next for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Rob Refsnyder.
So stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder. He doubled home a run in his first AB.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
That one found hard the other way. Two on, one out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's the catcher to hit, Carlos Narvaez. Struck out looking in his first at bat. Pitch
Ball,
misses,
no.
and that's ball one.
Could use a
One
ground
ball,
ball here.
no strikes.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. High fly ball out to center field. Friedel settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Now batting,
Here's Trevor
shortstop,
Story.
Trevor
0 for 1.
Story.
He struck out swinging last time. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally
ball,
there
one
against an
strike.
average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
That one
Ball two.
misses. 2 and 1.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this
Now
inning
batting,
alive, puts a runner in the
left fielder,
scoring position, and a chance for this
Duran.
offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Ground ball left side. On the run, throw to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds 1. And we're back here at
Leading
Fenway
off
Park
for the
as
Reds,
we go to the top of the
shortstop,
4th.
Ellie
And here
De La
is
Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back
Now
at the
batting,
pitch sequence on that
designated
strikeout, it's
hitter,
pretty interesting.
Austin
Away,
Hayes.
in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. Just missed. Hayes in his 6th season, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Red Sox leading it by 2. Next offering upstairs.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Hard ball.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and the count's full.
Full count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Red Sox by 2. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Gavin
Now
Lux.
the left fielder, Gavin Lux. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And that misses. 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Duran brings it in with a nice running grab. Bottom of the 4th, and
Leading
stepping
off
in for
for
Boston,
the Red
Cedar
Sox.
Rafaela.
Center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
just missed.
You know, these Red Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Friedel makes the play, and there's one down.
Now batting, number 40.
Now the third baseman. Fly to left his first time. And a swing and a miss there.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So digging in, Nick Sogard. Singled and scored his first time. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
And that one is inside.
Ball. 2-2.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he
Now
likes to
batting,
shoot the
the
ball
first
the other
baseman,
way.
Romy
But that time,
Gonzalez.
a little anxious.
Now at the plate, Romy Gonzalez. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back here at Fenway,
Leading
top
off
5,
for
John
the
Shelby
Reds,
with Chris
first baseman,
Singleton.
Spencer
And leading it
Steer.
off, Spencer Steer. Just
that's a
missed.
ball.
Well, these Reds, they're not going to be
One
happy
ball,
with the
no
at-bats
strike.
they've been having so far. They're just not doing a very good job of hitting off the fastball, and that's a pitch you have to be able to hit. Otherwise, pitchers get way too comfortable and confident that they can just throw it by you whenever they want to.
And
Ball
that's
2.
outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
The heater can be a tone setter for a pitcher, but if it's not effective, it goes the other way. It becomes a tone setter for the offense. They just haven't been able to do much with it in this one.
Buehler turns, kicks, fires. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 now.
Ball 3. Full count.
And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Under it. Puts it away for the out.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Trevino, the next to hit, takes outside. The Red Sox up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fouled off down the right side.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one handled, whips it to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, right fielder Will Benson.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered here in this one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a ball.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one not close. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
This one in the air right field. Anthony moving under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds 1. Back here in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting,
Rob Refsnyder up next for the Red Sox.
Refsnyder.
– Snap throw to first. Anthony back in on a dive. And there's a strike. Anthony on at first. Nobody out. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base
Now
hits.
batting,
Just a simple
catcher,
ground ball the other way that
Carlos
had eyes on it, man.
Narvaez.
Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Nick Lodolo departs, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
Nick
Cincinnati.
Martinez takes
Number
over on the
28.
mound.
Pretty tight game,
Nick
so they're looking for
Martinez.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, no outs. And next for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. First and second here, no outs. And that's fouled off. Line drive, McLean. Glove flip to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
Really nice
Now
double play
batting,
turn right
shortstop,
there, and it all
Travis
started with that
Story.
sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Story in the box again, takes a strike. Two outs and a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 5. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds 1. And we're back, all set for the top of the 6th. In now for the Reds, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Bueller back to work. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Garrett Whitlock preparing to come on if needed. Bernardino, the lefty, warming up as well. And a foul ball. The 1-2. And that's
2-2.
outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same
Now
page right
batting,
now.
the center fielder, TJ Friedel.
So up next, TJ Friedel. Ground ball right side, Sogard. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Matt McLean.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McLean. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul. The 0-2. That misses off the outside edge.
He's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and deals. And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 3 up, 3 down that time. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds 1. Back here at Fenway Park, and here is Jarren Duran.
Left fielder, Jarren Duran.
That just misses. Ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
1 strike.
Rip to third. Sends it to first.
That's an out.
Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, center fielder, Cedar Rafaela.
And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get
Too
on,
high.
that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground, and that's a fair ball.
There's something about pulling one down the line and
Now
shooting it through the
batting, number
infield
40.
that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now, number 40. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And that drops in for a strike.
This is one of those
No ball,
situations the
2 strikes.
infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Ball 1. 1 ball. 2
Rafaela,
strikes.
the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Friedel under it. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Sogard.
Now it's going to be Nick Sogard. 1 for 2. And it's fouled away.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's out to center field. Friedel on the move. And that's the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they still lead it 3-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
83.
Brennan Bernardino.
These are the spots
Bernardino.
relievers really make a name for themselves.
Leading off for
Late
Cincinnati,
and close.
shortstop,
There's not
Ellie
much
De
margin
La
for error,
Cruz.
but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
De La Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
On the ground right side. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That's a huge
Now batting,
defensive
the
play in the late
designated
stages of the
Austin
game.
Hayes.
It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Bernardino,
That's a ball.
a 6'4" lefty. He features
1-0.
a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. The Reds trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Missed
Ball 2.
inside with the curve. Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Gavin Lux.
Next for Cincinnati, Gavin Lux. Just missed. Next
Ball
pitch
2.
is downstairs. There's a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds 1. Back inside Fenway
Leading
Park,
off
bottom of the
for
7th,
the Red
and now the
Sox.
first baseman,
First
Romy
baseman,
Gonzalez.
Romy Gonzalez.
Chopped left side. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Roman Anthony.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
0-1.
Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
That just misses, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That
Now
thing
batting,
really got in on him,
designated
man.
hitter,
The cutter isn't really a
Rob
huge swing and
Refsnyder.
miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Refsnyder checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Red Sox go 1-2-3. So they go quietly there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds 1. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Garrett Whitlock.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right
Now
side of the plate
pitching
this
for the
year.
Red
Not a
Sox.
lot of hard contact, not a lot of
Number
hits,
22.
period.
Yeah, the batter now,
Jared
Spencer
Whitlock.
Steer. First pitch just misses.
Just missing off
no
the plate
strike.
there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That missed
Ball.
inside, and the count is 2-0.
2-0
Action in the pen down there. Aroldis Chapman, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Wilson getting cranked up as well. Clips the corner, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a high fly ball hitting the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Over the monster and onto Lansdowne Street. Home run. He'll touch them all. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 3-2. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Jose Trevino. And strike one to the catcher.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That misses. Going to count 1-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's
Ball.
down and in.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1.
Next
Ball.
offering is downstairs.
Ball 2. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. Next
Ball,
pitch is
no.
outside.
That's a really good take.
Christian Encarnacion Strand in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Out to short. Fires to first on the run, and it beats him. What a play.
Now batting, Third baseman, Christian Encarnacion.
And ready to hit now for
Strand.
Cincinnati, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one.
Two out.
And that one hammered, going back. And it hits the fence. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason.
Now
You're
batting,
so
the
much
center
more
fielder,
likely to get
TJ
something you can
Friedel.
handle. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Whitlock out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
So
for
they
the Red
bring on their
Sox.
closer in the eighth,
Number
Aroldis Chapman.
44.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Making a
ready
move at second base. Coming in as the pinch runner,
Number
Reese
77.
Hines.
Reese Hines.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next to hit, TJ Friedel. That one way inside.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
So the tying run at second. Right through there for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one inside. And the count is 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And it remains 2-2.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in, and that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Taylor
Now pitching for
Rogers.
Cincinnati.
Should be a good first matchup
Number
for him here.
55.
He's been doing a great job
Taylor
against right-handed
Rogers.
bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And here's the catcher,
Leading off
Carlos
for the Red
Narvaez.
Sox. Catcher Carlos Narvaez.
Misses inside, and it's 1-0. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Brent Suter up and throwing for Terry Francona. That's
No.
a little bit low.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really
Now
nice
batting,
patience in that at bat.
shortstop,
Worked himself
Trevor
into a good
Story.
count. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's Trevor Story now. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And that
No,
one
that's
a
down.
little below the knees. Ball one. Narvaez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Elliott, second for 1. Relay to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Outside low, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hand has to hurry. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Foul ball there. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Outside.
1-2.
Not
2-2.
close with that one. It's 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And the Red Sox leave one, but they still lead at 3-2. Back here in
Leading
Boston.
off
Now
for
the
the
number
Reds,
2
second
hitter,
baseman,
Matt McClain. And that is out of play. Chapman now 1-run game. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Misses. Now 1-2.
Man, oh
One
man,
ball,
I don't know
2
how you
strikes.
take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. To the right side, a sliding stop onto the pitcher, and he just beats him to the bag. What a play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front
No
that
ball,
time.
1 strike.
Pretty good
pitch backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Struck him out looking. The Reds now down to their final out.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside
Now
corner for that
designated
backwards
hitter,
K right
Austin
there. I
Hayes.
think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Reds down to their final out. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Austin Hayes. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Chapman is just one strike away.
1-2.
And that's way high. And it's 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Right through there. Got it. That finishes the evening's action.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi.